Aaron Katursky joins us, ABC News correspondent. Good morning, Aaron.
Well, good morning to you.
We were getting off the air yesterday when this story broke about the feds charging these Russian hackers. What's the story?
Well, the two hackers that were hired by federal security officers for the Russian FSB, the successor to the KGB, and they carried out one of the largest hacks ever. Yahoo in 2014 exposed 500 million user accounts to potential fraud. The hackers were in it for the money. The FSB, federal prosecutors said, wanted intelligence, and so the hack initially targeted dissidents, Russian journalists, government officials, financial employees, people that may have useful information in their email for espionage purposes. And then it grew to 500 million accounts because the hackers were given permission by these FSB officers, to do what they will to line their own pockets.
So, Aaron, we've heard a lot of hack stories over the last couple of years, and we heard a lot of Yahoo hack stories. Is this that hack story from Yahoo that created such a controversy that almost derailed their buyout?
Yeah. And this is the one that that also not only derailed the buyout with Verizon, or at least led to a much lower price, but also led to criminal investigations to see whether Yahoo executives should have disclosed more about this hack sooner than they did. Remember, it took about 2 years before the public learned about this. But on the criminal side, federal prosecutors were confident in charging these two Russian agents, and it's the first time that operatives of the Russian government have been charged with cybercrime, even though they've long been suspected, the Russians have, of carrying out this on a state-sponsored basis.
Why now if the hack happened years ago? What information did they get recently to bring this out now?
Well, it was just disclosed in late 2016, so it's only been a few months, but I think a couple of things came together, and of course, the FBI didn't talk about its investigative techniques, but Yahoo cooperated and basically opened up its systems to the FBI so technicians could trace the origin of the hack, and they were able to trace it to an FSB building known as Center 18, which is the headquarters of the Russian State Security Service that investigates and prosecutes cybercrime. So instead of doing that, they're actually perpetrating it, according to the Justice Department, and that put them at cross purposes. And the FSB basically hired these criminal hackers to do their dirty work. And these guys, two of them, one in Russia, one in Canada, were known to U.S. authorities. One of them, in fact, had been indicted a couple of times on other cyber crimes and had an Interpol warrant in his name. But instead of arresting them, the FSB operatives ended up hiring them to carry out the hack of Yahoo.
This has nothing to do with Russia and the stories of them trying to hack into the DNC. Is that correct?
It does not. That's entirely separate. Although, again, the suspicion is it's agents of the Russian government who either conducted the hack or hired others to do it, and perhaps those people will eventually be caught. But this is solely based on the hack of Yahoo in 2014. Remember, there was an earlier hack of Yahoo in 2013 that was even bigger. 1 billion user accounts were compromised then. That was also disclosed in 2016, and the suspicion is that's also the work of the Russians, but no proof just yet.
So have they arrested the people? Where are the people that they've charged?
One of them was arrested in Canada with the assistance of the Canadian authorities, one of the hackers, but the two FSB operatives and the other hacker involved are in Russia, and so it's unlikely they'll ever come here to face charges.
Aaron Katursky, ABC News correspondent. Good stuff. Thanks for checking in, Aaron.
Thank you.
725.